Hey everybody, Corey from My Two Cents, and we're going to do a quick unboxing and overview of this HTC One A9 that finally showed up after HTC delayed it for a solid month for me, but hey, whatever, not that I'm bitter. So, we got our nice packaging here. It's got a little bit of texture in the front. And on the back, you see it's got some specs on here, which we'll go over a little bit later in the video. But one thing that's cool is it does have micro SD card support, which is a pretty big deal for a lot of users, myself included, in that. So I'm happy to see that. But we're going to go ahead and tear this thing open, do a quick look inside this package, and see exactly what this phone comes with. So it's standard HTC box, kind of slim, square, rounded corners. Pop the top off, and pretty clean on the inside, so we just got our phone right here on top, which is why everybody's watching this video. So let's take this thing out and peel some of this plastic packaging off. Tear it off from the bottom and pull up, and you can see that this is the Garnet red, which is the reason why it took so long. I thought this is an interesting color for a phone, so I thought I'd give it a whirl, different from the black and silver that we see. Let's see what else comes in the box here. So underneath it looks like we do have our charge cable. Take note, Motorola, they gave us a separate charge cable from wall adapter, which is something that I really enjoy, and I hate that about Motorola phones, that you don't get two separate pieces. So this is kind of cool. So just your basic charge cable though, I mean USB-A to micro USB. We got a couple of stickers here, one with the IMEI and this one here, which is a void label sticker. Both of these have to do with service and repair for the protection, I believe. So we'll just go ahead and set these things aside. But you can see it's got a little void warranty thing here with the HTC logo and just a little void next to it, which is a clear sticker once you remove the backing off of both sides. We do have our SIM card eject tool here, which has the HTC logo engraved into it, which is kind of a nice little touch. I do like it when it's a personalized SIM card removal tool. And then we have our AC wall adapter here. Let's pull this thing out. So look at the standard one that you'd get from HTC, a little bit elongated with the prongs coming out of the end of it. So nothing too fancy here as well. Nice solid fit though. So not a bad little charge cable. And we got what everybody wants to see in the unboxing, the contact us, regulatory and safety guide. Let's get rid of that crap and let's just talk about the phone. So here it is. Here is the HTC One A9. It's pretty controversial because of the style in which it is made. It's got these antenna lines across the back mic, a little bit of a raised camera, which do look similar to some other phones, which we'll actually compare against in just a few seconds. On the side here we got our volume rocker up and down, a textured power button, which I've come to love on a lot of phones. I really like the textured power button. On the bottom we have our speaker, another micro USB, a microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And then on this side we have a SIM card slot and an SD card slot, which both eject just like a SIM card tray would. And at the top, I'm guessing this is where the screws are hidden to disassemble the phone. I haven't seen any other screws to remove the screen, and something's got to hold it down, so that's my guess. We have our home button down here, which is much like you'd see on the OnePlus 2. It's not an actual physical home button, but it is a fingerprint sensor. And then also a tap to get to your home screen as well. So at the front here we have our earpiece speaker, and we also have our front-facing flash as well. HTC logo on the back. One thing that I've noticed about this phone, which I really don't like about it though, is it's a fingerprint magnet. Like, I don't think I have really greasy fingers, but holy cow, this thing picks up everything, and they're extremely hard to remove. So taking a microfiber cloth, I'm going to give it a good rub here, and you can see that it's still got that kind of oily residue that you would see from your hands. Something that I didn't see on a lot of the iPhone 6s. I mean, it's hard to not make a few comparisons between the phone when it comes to build quality because of the fact that they're a little bit similar, and it just seems like, in my opinion, the The iPhone 6 doesn't pick that up as much. Now on the internal side, this comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 617 octa-core processor, so not the fastest processor out there, but it's alright. It's got 3 gigs of RAM. It does have the micro SD card expansion, which is awesome, to 2 terabytes. The screen itself is 5-inch 1080p, and it does come with Gorilla Glass 4. It is also an AMOLED display, so we should get some pretty good colors out of it also. One thing that is missing is front-facing speakers. You do get a fingerprint sensor on this, but at the cost of the front-facing speakers. Now, on the back side, we have our camera. 13 megapixels, does have a sapphire lens as well. You're getting a BSI sensor, OIS, 1080p video recording, so not quite the 4K that a lot of people are looking for. The front camera is a ultra pixel camera. It does also have the fixed focus and 1080p video recording there as well. The battery on this, a 2150 milliamp battery, which isn't super big. You do get quick charge 2.0 supported. Also, it says that you're going to get HD video playback up to 12 hours, audio playback to 9 hours, talk time on 3G up to 16 hours. So let's pop out these trays here and take a look at them. We have our SD card slot here at the top, and we also have a SIM card slot on the back as well. So to remove that and change that, you'll have to have a SIM card tool with you to pop out your SD card slot. Not that big of a deal. Well, let's take a quick comparison of this versus the iPhone 6. This is a pretty big deal. There's a lot of hubbub about this, and you can see that they do look pretty similar. The HTC One A9 is a little bit bigger, and you can see that on the bottom they're a little bit different when it comes down to where things are placed. But they do have a striking resemblance, and I do have to say that HTC did have kind of the rounded metal unibody design, but the one thing that kind of stands out for me is the rounded front display glass of the One A9 looks very similar to the iPhone 6, and that's probably where a lot of people are making that similarity. So, I mean, yes, they do look a lot alike, and there's nothing that you can really say about that wouldn't be true. Now, the sticker price on this, I got it for $399, which I can see paying for this, but it's currently going for $499. Might be a little too rich for this phone. I might want to wait till a price drop. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.